Imagine a murder case that seems straightforward, only to take a jaw-dropping twist, leaving investigators and you scrambling for answers. These are 25 of the most shocking murder cases from 2025 to 2026, each with a plot twist that will make you question everything you thought you knew about crime and justice. Get ready to dive into mysteries that kept us on the edge of our seats. 1. Rex Heuermann and the Gilgo Beach murders. In 2026, Rex Heuermann, a Long Island architect, was arrested for the Gilgo Beach murders after years of investigation. The twist? DNA from burned pizza crust and burner phones pointed directly to him. What seemed like an unsolvable case unraveled with modern forensic science, proving even the most elusive criminals can be caught. 2. Floyd Parrott and the Lovers Lane murders. For 36 years, the Lovers Lane murders of Cheryl Henry and Andy Atkinson remained unsolved. In 2026, Floyd William Parrott was arrested. The twist? Parrott had been living in plain sight, unnoticed by police. Advances in DNA technology revealed his involvement, solving a case that had seemed impossible. 3. Michael David McKee and the Teep family murders. In Rockford, Illinois, the murder of Monique and Spencer Teep seemed random. However, in 2026, Michael David McKee was arrested. The twist? CCTV footage and phone records revealed McKee's personal vendetta against the family. What seemed like a senseless crime was actually a premeditated attack. 4. Christopher Preciado and the Savannah Soto case. Christopher Preciado was accused of murdering Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra in what seemed like self-defense. However, new evidence revealed it was premeditated. The twist? Preciado's calm demeanor during the trial and manipulation of the evidence made the case even more shocking. What seemed like self-defense turned out to be cold-blooded murder. 5. Eliud Garcia and the Harlem shooting. In Harlem, Eliud Garcia shot and killed his ex-girlfriend Basilisa Negrin. Initially thought to be a crime of passion, the twist came when it was revealed that Garcia had been emotionally abusive toward Negrin for years. This tragic case highlights how manipulation and jealousy can lead to deadly consequences. 6. The Zodiac Killer new leads in 2025. The Zodiac Killer received a shocking update in 2025. A new documentary reignited interest and led investigators to revisit old evidence. The twist? Advances in DNA analysis pointed to new leads, suggesting that the Zodiac Killer may have been closer to capture than previously thought. What once seemed like a cold case may still hold answers. 7. Vance Luther Bolter and gang violence. In Philadelphia, Vance Luther Bolter was arrested for multiple gang-related murders. What seemed like random killings soon evolved into a larger investigation. The twist? The violence was part of a larger criminal network, with Bolter's role exposing the dark underbelly of gang crimes across multiple states. 8. Melissa Hortman's assassination attempt. In June 2025, Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hortman was targeted in an assassination attempt. Initially thought to be random, the twist came when it was revealed that the attack had political motives. The shooting was part of a political conspiracy to silence her, turning what seemed like a senseless act of violence into a carefully calculated attack. 9. The Teep family murders revisited. The Teep family murders seemed unsolved until Michael David McKee was arrested in 2026. The twist? It wasn't a random attack, but a result of a deep-seated personal grudge. McKee's involvement revealed that this was a planned execution. What appeared to be a robbery was actually something much darker. 10. The Lacey Peterson case revisited. The infamous Lacey Peterson case was revisited in 2025. New evidence cast doubt on Scott Peterson's conviction. The twist? Forensic analysis suggested Peterson may not have been the killer after all. Could the real murderer still be out there? This case raises questions about whether the right person was convicted. 11. The murder of Darnell Bassett and new evidence. The murder of Darnell Bassett in Washington, D.C. seemed random until fresh forensic evidence pointed to a suspect. The twist? DNA matched a man previously unknown to law enforcement. What seemed like a one-off killing was actually part of a much larger criminal network that had been operating undetected for years. 12. The Tinder swindler, from fraud to murder. Shimon Hayat, the so-called Tinder swindler, was involved in scams where he tricked women out of millions. In 2025, his schemes escalated into something much darker. The twist? Hayat's actions led not only to financial ruin but also violent repercussions. What began as an elaborate con turned into something far more sinister. 13. The unsolved Harlem shooting. The Harlem shooting of Basilisa Negrin seemed like a crime of passion. The twist? Garcia's abusive behavior was revealed, exposing a pattern of control and violence. This case highlights how domestic violence can escalate into something deadly if not properly addressed. 14. Christopher Preciado's legal battle. The case against Christopher Preciado for the murders of Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra was full of twists. Initially thought to be self-defense, new evidence revealed that Preciado had carefully planned the murders. His defense crumbled as forensic evidence confirmed his premeditated intentions. 15. The murder of Francois Adkins and Darnell Bassett. In Washington, D.C., the murders of Francois Adkins and Darnell Bassett seemed unrelated. The twist? New evidence connected the two cases, revealing a larger criminal network responsible for both murders. This case showed how seemingly unrelated murders could be tied together, exposing a far-reaching web of crime. 16. The Texas legislator assassination attempt. The assassination attempt on Melissa Hortman seemed random, but it was later revealed to have political motives. The twist? The shooting was part of a larger plan by political opponents to silence her. This case revealed how politics and violence can intersect in deadly ways. 17. The murder of Savannah Soto. The murder of Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra seemed like self-defense, but new forensic evidence flipped the case. The twist? Christopher Preciado had planned the murders, and the self-defense claim was fabricated. This case shows how manipulated evidence can alter the course of justice. 18. Cold case breakthroughs and DNA technology. Across the country, cold cases that had gone unsolved for years were cracked wide open, thanks to advancements in DNA technology. The twist? What once seemed unsolvable is now being solved, bringing justice and closure to families who had waited decades for answers. 19. The murder of Scott Peterson, a reopened case. The Lacey Peterson case was revisited in 2025, and new evidence suggested Scott Peterson may not have been the killer. The twist? Forensic analysis revealed flaws in the original investigation, raising questions about whether the right person was convicted. Sometimes the truth takes years to emerge. 20. Gang-related violence and the Bolter case. In Philadelphia, Vance Luther Bolter was arrested for multiple gang-related murders. What seemed like isolated incidents soon revealed a much larger network. The twist? The killings were orchestrated by a powerful gang operating under the radar, making this case more complex than initially thought. 21. The Teep family case, a cold case crack. The Teep family murders seemed unsolved until Michael David McKee was arrested. The twist? What seemed like a random robbery turned out to be a planned act of revenge, with McKee holding a deep-seated grudge against the family. This case highlights how unresolved tension can lead to deadly consequences. 22. Murder linked to racketeering. A series of murders linked to racketeering led to several arrests. The twist? These murders were part of a larger criminal conspiracy, showing how organized crime uses violence to control and intimidate. The case revealed the depths of the criminal world operating in the shadows. 23. Federal charges in a murderous conspiracy. Federal authorities uncovered a murderous conspiracy operating across multiple states. The twist? What appeared to be isolated incidents were actually connected by a shadowy criminal network. This case showed how entrenched criminal activity can remain hidden until law enforcement connects the dots. 24. The murder of Savannah Soto and the legal system's flaws. The murder of Savannah Soto exposed flaws in the legal system. The twist? The defense used questionable tactics to create doubt, but forensic evidence ultimately proved the defendant's guilt. This case shows how the justice system can be manipulated, but the truth always prevails. 25. The mystery of the missing victims. A series of murders linked to missing persons was solved thanks to new forensic techniques. The twist? The killer had been hiding in plain sight for years. This case shows how hidden criminals can evade capture, and how new evidence can finally bring justice to victims who were once lost without a trace. Which case left you speechless? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more true crime stories. Stay sharp, because the truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered.